Over 18.6 million active patents exist worldwide, with 3.5 million in the United States alone. When a company faces an infringement lawsuit, the average cost through trial reaches $3 million. Despite these liabilities, engineers and executives frequently misjudge the scope of their legal protection. This leads to abandoning viable products out of caution or entering the market with a false sense of security. The physical document reinforces this confusion. This United States patent grant cover, with its gold seal and formal script, presents itself as an intimidating legal decree. Most readers approach this document chronologically, starting at the first page and reading downward as they would a technical manual or an academic paper. Following this top-to-bottom sequence forces a technical immersion that obscures the legal reality of the document. A typical reading begins with the front page of the Houseman patent. The reader prioritizes the title, the short abstract, and the provided flowcharts to determine what the invention does. From there, they move into the specification, a dense written description detailing the construction and operation of the technology. This creates specification-induced bias. Because an inventor must teach the public how to replicate the technology, the text describes every conceivable variation and alternative component of the idea. The reader often mistakes these technical descriptions for legal protection, assuming that every component or drawing mentioned in the text is off-limits to competitors. While the specification teaches the underlying technology, it functions as background context rather than a definition of legal property. Patent professionals bypass this technical noise by skipping the front page and specification entirely, moving directly to the numbered list at the end of the document. This section contains the claims, which act as meticulously constructed legal fences defining the exclusionary boundaries of the invention. Judges and juries use these specific numbered sentences to determine infringement. This quadrant illustrates the hierarchy of independent and dependent claims that define those rights. Dissecting the claims for legal scope provides the strategic intelligence required to evaluate a patent's impact. A claim sentence has three parts. The preamble establishes the invention category, like an apparatus for dispensing coffee. Next, the transition word dictates scope. Comprising is an open-ended term capturing variations that add new elements. Conversely, consisting of creates a closed boundary, allowing competitors to avoid infringement by adding just one unrecited element. Finally, the body lists required structural elements, serving as specific coordinates of the property line. This single transition word determines whether a competitor can engineer around the patent or remains trapped within its scope. Attorneys use the all elements rule as a definitive diagnostic for infringement. A freedom to operate analysis maps required claim elements A, B, and C against a competitor's product. Including A, B, and C infringes the claim, even if an extra element D is added. However, removing element C breaks the match, meaning literal infringement fails. The presence or absence of one single element in this equation dictates the outcome of a multi-million-dollar dispute. This methodology reduces an intimidating document to a clear grid of property rights. While a novice asks how the technology works, an expert analyzes what is legally protected and identifies how it can be avoided. Prioritizing the claims allows businesses to navigate patented industries, launch products safely, and evaluate competitive threats with precision. Precise legal grammar establishes the definitive boundaries of competition in multi-billion-dollar industries. A patent serves as a primary strategic instrument where the wording of a single sentence controls the direction of a market.